Yeah, I'm gonna give this probably a 9.5. This is really up
Nice.
there for a contender tonight. Nice pick, A to the K.
9.5
Hey.
and 100% in the chat. One on the playlist, so on the playlist it goes. Next one we got,
like,
guys, is Forces Unknown.
I like how Chef said it's a Chuck roast.
Chuck is... I'd say Chuck probably has the most complex reactions of all of us. They're very deep. You got to listen to every word. That's the thing. You can't just judge it by the energy. You have to listen to what
He
he says.
gauges your artistic decisions.
Yeah. I don't make artistic decisions, dude. I just make decisions. That's it. Just choices. Choices.
I mean, I'm just
simple.
a dude on the internet who says things, so like, that's it.
Desperados by the Firm featuring CANIBUS. Let's get into it right now.
Yeah.
Yes, Forces. When I saw this, I was like, okay.
Under the pale moonlight. Desperados.
This is a good song to rival that one.
What the fuck's up, son? Do this, word up, do this. Spend too many nights on the Henny getting right, breaking big face pennies, betting against the dice. I can't call it, it's going too good to spoil it. Tell it like it is, the raw should never be rewarded. Too many nights on the Henny getting right, breaking big face pennies, betting against the friendly dice. I can't call it, it's going too good to spoil it. Tell it like it is, the raw
At
should never
1,000
be
degrees
rewarded.
Celsius, I make MCs melt. Fuck my record label, I appear courtesy of myself. Let me explain how I maintain thresholds for pain and walk across the sun barefoot looking for shade. I rearrange your rib cage like a 12 gauge at close range to change the position of your brain. My hard raps penetrate through your hard hats and all that, nigga. Get your wig peeled back. I scalp you like the Indians on horseback. Running bull will hit you harder than running back. Stunning man with brave and cunning raps, swiftly running laps around 48 tracks. Like uncut crack, you fiends keep coming back. Heads is flipping like acrobats on gym mats. From wax to analog tapes to digital DAX is critical black. The cannabis is ill like that. In fact, perhaps you should quit rap instead of always trying to diss back. If niggas keep telling you that your shit's whack, I rip raps, hardcore raps, rushing you to the floor mat. Put you in the figure four, break your thorax, jump off the top turnbuckle and land on your back. Till I hear it snap or crack or the rep says chill black. You get clapped bringing the wrong raps to combat. Like bringing the paint gun to a shootout with real gas. Your niggas is whack, rapping over microphone feedback. My intelligence begins where yours peaks at. From Fox Boogie and the see-through brazier, then ask the Nazir. My nigga Nature will explain it further if it's not clear.
Millionaire, look at the sky, make sure it's still there. Ice grill stairs.
I love that. 32 bars for CANIBUS right off the bat. Starting the song. Interesting.
Well, they knew who they asked to get on this.
Yeah.
Lock in, do the knowledge, follow the docs when we clocking. On your airwaves, keeping it rocking. Blaze up, big fire, like your purple haze up. Bitch, entire bitch ass niggas need to be tased up. So raise up, fuck the playing. I'm sick of laying, I can picture spraying off of SK. Shell trigger, staying snatched up. In Supreme Court, eyes half shut. Co-defendant, court of life sentence, seen the cracked up. Be at what? 2 real, bell 2 mil. Nigga cool still, bet I be home before the news will.
True, chef.
Be purple, fake Matthews. Perhaps you confuse the concept, black. Cash fools, and carve another homo. D's involved, don't freeze. Condo C, 7 keys to solve. Daily routine, speaking up for niggas who sling. Hand to hand on them street corners, claiming you king. It's time to lock this. Join with us, let your Glocks pick up through the toxic. Only fake niggas dry snitch. Get your guns out. It don't take much for me to dumb out. Play one bout, lay your shit down and run south.
What's the cause of this shit? More statistics, deeper than the laws of physics. Malibu sand and gorgeous bitches. Weed from 125, my whole crew live. A true desperado, one that never choose sides or show sympathy. Just QB, an entity, stock exchange. Top of the game, watch you mention me. Image is nothing, just obey your thirst. I blaze the purple haze, sit in the days, then display a verse. For those concerned or just eager to learn, I speak for the firm, what's on and keep the cheaper to burn. Stashing my riches, past traditions, like Olympics pass the torch. Flip shit so y'all can picture my thoughts. I'm drifting, it's type ill, waking up looking like Phil. 20 years younger, same hunger, same ice grill. Genetically formed grade A pedigree. Born to carve rhymes, a swift tongue, help to set it free. Theoretically, peep how we blessed us. Young and restless, guns and westerns, learning to connect through lessons. From goofies to caps, niggas shoot back. It's a proven fact, 9-7's mine, y'all niggas move back. Spend too many nights on the Henny getting right, breaking big face pennies, betting against the friendly dice. I can't call it, it's going too good to spoil it. Tell it like it is, the raw should never be rewarded. Too Too many nights on a Henny getting right, breaking big face pennies, betting against the friendly dice. I can't call it, it's going too good to spoil it. Tell it like it is, the raw should never be rewarded.
I mean, CANIBUS, that's like old time CANIBUS. That's like back in the day CANIBUS. That's like high pitched early 20s angst CANIBUS. That's my favorite CANIBUS. That's the CANIBUS that I was introduced to, right? Where he's just like, I don't give a fuck. Now he gives a fuck. And the thing is about getting old is you start giving a fuck. You start having things to give a fuck about. But that was CANIBUS in his prime, where he was just like, I am out there, this is me, fuck you all, I am CANIBUS. And I love that CANIBUS. I love that era of CANIBUS. Great way to start the song, which led, it worked me in. I love how CANIBUS is typically an anchor, so I wasn't expecting to hear him first. Great entrance for me as kind of like a lyrical fitness guy. To get engaged, to throw a CANIBUS verse at the start of a song, an old CANIBUS verse. If you could throw like a 2005 CANIBUS verse at the start of a track for me before you introduce me to two MCs, that's going to help a lot, especially if they're like, you know, lyrical. I don't want to say lyrical miracle in a bad way, lyrical miracle in a good way. If they bring that lyrical mathematic lyricism to the play, then I get to be totally into it. So it kind of warmed me up for them. Not sure who the MCs were, not sure who the firm is, but anything that starts with CANIBUS is good in my books. Love the production. It was simple. It was kind of repetitive, but that did service to the lyrics. It kind of made the lyrics stand out. It made the vocals more of the focus of the track than the instrumental. So, you know, it was a lyrical hip hop track from back in the early 2000s. I'm gonna say 9.1. Ignacio, what are you saying? Mike's off.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna throw on a word that was used a little bit earlier, and classic is the name, you know, for this song for sure. The Firm was one of those albums back in the day when it first came out. It was like nobody was rhyming like this group of individuals were. So on this track, you had CANIBUS, AZ, and Nature, and AZ at the time he was in his bag as well. So I didn't remember. I didn't remember that CANIBUS was on this, to be honest with you. But I have to say that this is
God damn it, Ignacio.
This is probably my favorite CANIBUS verse. I think you guys have introduced me to here on the show. So, which this shit was pretty fucking dope, dude. Like he went off. He went off when he's talking about where his intelligence begins, where yours peaks, and like I was like, okay, he's in his bag right now. He is like in his shit. You know what I mean?
I remember that bar too. That was dope. Yeah.
So this is going to be. This has criteria as well, and this is going to be a solid 9. Solid 9.
And dude, CANIBUS, so much has happened to him just as a person. He doesn't get into those higher notes like he used to anymore. There's something about his state of mind that inflects these high notes.
I think too. You as you get older, the more
your voice changes,
chords, and
but this. I mean, he was probably 25 years old when he made this song, man.
Probably younger. Like, you never know.
Maybe younger, but still. Yeah, I guess I can't sing as high as I used to. Does your voice change when you're in your 30s? Maybe it does. Smoking probably doesn't help. Does CANIBUS smoke cigarettes? I think he does. So maybe that's part of it. Presto, what are you saying?
Yeah, this is a 9 for me also. I feel like it had potential to be more, but it's like I feel like CANIBUS killed it. I really, really like the chorus. I feel like the other two verses were kind of overshadowed by CANIBUS a little bit, and I feel like I wanted more Nas in it too. Yeah, I feel like it had potential to be a 10, but it's just kind of like missed on a couple little things like that. Yeah, for me, it's a solid 9 though.
Solid 9. Chuck, what are you saying?
So, okay. I'm going to have CANIBUS's verse. A common issue I have with CANIBUS's verses in general, when he has when he does kind of a flex verse, and they always sound almost interchangeable. And that like it's the same kind of flex, they're saying the same kind of thing, and it feels like anyways that you could kind of take a CANIBUS flex verse and just kind of like interchange it in like kind of half the songs I hear him featured in, and it wouldn't make any difference.
Poet Laureate Infinity.
Cool, right?
Yeah,
And,
right on. That's awesome. Yeah. Thanks, Chuck, for letting me know why I love him.
To me, that's not so great. You know, like to me, it just sounds it makes it sound kind of unremarkable. It's like, okay, this sounds like just any other verse that I've heard. You know, instead of like, oh, this makes me want to listen. You know, and so I did not vibe with CANIBUS first, but I did vibe with the other two. I liked them. I liked what they were saying and what they were delivering. There was kind of more to it than just flex, and I thought it was cool. So I'm gonna give it an 8.
Solid 8. Lady Poetic, what are you saying?
Yeah, I agree. Classic track. Yeah, really takes me back on this one. What was this? 97? Was
that
this
what it was?
that early?
97, 98, some 98, I think, somewhere around there.
I think so. Yeah, a lot of quotables in CANIBUS's verse. I always enjoyed those. I appear courtesy of myself and the intelligence bar. Yeah, good stuff. I like AZ's verse on here too, quite a bit. Yeah, he was, super underrated, consistently underrated.
Go vote for him.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
respect.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 9.
Solid 9, 100% in the chat. Want that on the list. So
Chuck
on
is the dude with a paintball gun showing up to a gunfight, like CANIBUS said.
Next one we got, guys, is from Ace of the K's. Oh, Big Crit. Nice. Okay. I love Big Crit. Big Crit goes back about 3-4 years to me. We listened to a bunch of Big Crit. Probably only heard 10 songs in my life, but he had an impact. This one is called Mount Olympus. Let's do it.